Some tournaments are remembered, others become timeless. Brazil 2014 was more than just a World Cup, it was a celebration of football itself. And today, we're stepping back into that world once again.
Put your flags up in the sky, and we'll stand. So the world where you from, so where you from, we are one baby. So the world we are one.
Among all the stories that emerged from Brazil 2014, one remains impossible to forget. A nation carried by the brilliance of a single player, a young star who had the weight of an entire country on his shoulders. But just as the dream was beginning to take shape, it was cruelly interrupted. That player was Neymar Jr. On November 7, 2012, Brazil's World Cup project officially began. Luiz Felipe Scolari was handed the responsibility of bringing the six-star home, with Neymar chosen as the face of the project. The stage is set, 7 matches, 7 obstacles, 90 minutes at a time. The mission is simple: take Brazil all the way and discover how different football history might have looked. Every World Cup campaign starts with a first step. For Brazil, that step comes against Croatia. 3 points are the target, but more importantly, it's a chance to set the tone for the tournament ahead. And the first opportunity for Neymar to announce himself to the world. Neymar may have been the star, but he wasn't alone. With Oscar, Hulk and Willian alongside him, Brazil possessed plenty of attacking talent heading into the tournament. The wait is over. Brazil's World Cup campaign is underway, and with it begins a journey filled with expectation, pressure and the possibility of changing history itself. Just 10 minutes in, Neymar was already asking questions to Croatia.
Neymar with the effort, a sign of intent from Brazil's number 10.
16 minutes in, Brazil were beginning to turn their pressure into real opportunities.
Oscar feeds Neymar, and now Brazil have something to work with. Neymar into the penalty area, twisting and turning. He's brought down! And Neymar earns a penalty for Brazil. The referee had a clear view of it, and there was never any doubt. A penalty for Brazil and a yellow card to go with it.
This was Neymar at his very best, fearless, direct and always looking to drive towards goal.
Neymar against Platicosa. Right-footed and right into the corner. Brazil's World Cup dream is up and running.
For Neymar, it was the perfect start. 1 goal on the biggest stage in football, a moment that settled the nerves of a young superstar and sent a wave of relief through the Brazilian crowd. The tournament was only 20 minutes old, but already he was beginning to show why so many believed this could be his World Cup. But as it would turn out, he was only getting started.
Oscar carrying the ball. Spots the run. Neymar's away here. Rolls it past one, sends the defender the wrong way. Sensational from the 22-year-old.
For years, Brazil had been searching for something that felt unmistakably Brazilian. Neymar embodies everything that has been missing in the last 2 World Cups for Brazil. With Neymar, they had hope. With Neymar, they had a leader. And with Neymar, they believed that football's greatest prize could finally be coming home once again. But in the 52nd minute, someone else stepped up.
Hulk has the ball. Oh, that is emphatic power, precision and a finish worthy of the occasion.
3 goals on the board, complete control on the pitch. Yet Neymar wasn't finished putting on a show.
And Neymar gets past 1, gets past 2. Destroys the Croatian defence, and Fred puts it in the net.
Take another look at this. Brazil already 4 goals up. Neymar already with 2 goals of his own. But this moment, this is not about finishing. This is about pure footballing genius.
Brazil break with speed. Oscar. Willian the substitute. Space everywhere. Absolutely no one tracking him. He slips it through. Neymar strikes, and Brazil are 5-star again.
Brazil crushed Croatia like it was a warm-up match. Great start for the campaign for the Brazilians.
And there is the final whistle. 5 goals for Brazil. 5 statements of intent. And a warning sent to the rest of the world. The question before this match was simple. Could Neymar deliver on football's biggest stage? Well, he has not only delivered, he has announced himself to the world. 3 goals, an assist to every defender, every rival, every nation standing in Brazil's path. Be very, very scared.
Brazil got the perfect start. 5 goals, 3 points, and Neymar stealing the show. But the journey was just getting started. Next stop, Mexico. Another game, another challenge, and Brazil knew this wouldn't be as straightforward as the opening match. Leading the line for Mexico was Javier Hernandez, better known as Chicharito. He may not have been the biggest star of his generation, but he was the kind of player defenders hated facing. Always moving, always lurking, and somehow always finding himself in the right place at the right time. A striker streets won't forget. In the 13th minute, Brazil had their first real chance.
Neymar's through on goal here. Denied by the keeper. Saved again by the Mexican keeper.
In the 19th minute, Mexico had a threat of their own.
That's a good pass. Met first time. What a save! Brazil let off the hook there.
With Mexico defending deep, Brazil needed someone to find a way through.
Neymar sells the defender beautifully with the feint. Beautiful ball. Paulinho returns it first time. And Neymar scores! Pure joga bonita from the Brazilian number 10.
This was more than just a well-worked goal. It started with Neymar and it ended with Neymar. From the feint that opened everything up to the run that put him in space, every part of the move had his fingerprints on it. And as he made his way back for the restart, Brazil were beginning to see a version of Neymar that looked ready to take this tournament by storm. And now comes Brazil's super sub, Willian, who's an important player for our series. Mexico had numbers behind the ball. Spoiler alert, it didn't matter.
It's Neymar again. Tore through the Mexican defense. He is on another planet.
One run was all it took to tear Mexico's defensive shape apart. Brazil looked to be cruising. Mexico had struggled to create chances for much of the game. But football has a way of punishing any lapse in concentration.
The cross is inviting. Met on the volley. What a finish! Mexico hit back in style, and Brazil have been given something to think about.
They hadn't created much the entire game, but when the chance arrived, Mexico made it count. In the 74th minute, Brazil were committing bodies forward and that left space for Mexico to break.
Javier Hernandez got room to run. Still Chicharito. Draws the defender in. Slips it across. And Mexico score! A devastating counter-attack.
Brazil were caught between attack and defense. Chicharito spotted the space, stayed patient, and Mexico punished them with a move that was as simple as it was effective. With time running out, Brazil had one more chance to put the game beyond doubt.
Neymar to deliver the corner. It's a good one. Willian's header. The super sub strikes. Straight off the bench and straight onto the score sheet. And Brazil pull a miraculous comeback.
Substitutes are brought on to change games. Willian only needed one moment, one run, one header, one goal.
And that's it. Brazil get the job done in style. 3 goals, moments of brilliance, and another statement from the host as they march on in their World Cup journey.
Brazil got the result, but more importantly, they got another reminder of what made them so dangerous. Goals came from everywhere, the football was entertaining, and whenever the game needed a spark, Neymar seemed to be at the center of it. 2 games into the tournament, Brazil were looking stronger with every passing minute. The celebrations were brief. In a World Cup, there's always another test around the corner. As the calendar rolled forward, Brazil's attention quickly shifted to their next challenge, Cameroon.
2 games played, 2 games won. Brazil sit comfortably at the top of Group A, and with qualification all but secured, the hosts are beginning to look every bit the contenders they were expected to be.
Cameroon may have struggled so far in the group, but they remained a side full of pride, physicality, and fighting spirit. And leading the line was Samuel Eto'o, a man who had spent his entire career proving people wrong.
The road rolls on for Brazil, and Cameroon are the next to stand in their way.
5 minutes in, and Brazil were already finding space out wide.
Neymar's away here, driving towards the final third, looks up, rolls in a cross for Hulk. Hulk scores! Brazil strike early.
It was exactly the kind of start Brazil wanted. It was a simple goal on the surface, but it started with Brazil's pace and intent. Marcelo found Neymar early, Neymar drove Cameroon backwards, and once the space opened up, Hulk made sure there was only one outcome. 5 minutes played, and Brazil were already in front. Cameroon had conceded early, but they weren't just here to make up the numbers.
Cameroon score on the rebound. Brazil caught out and we're level.
Brazil had controlled much of the opening stages, but one save wasn't enough. Cameroon reacted first to the loose ball, and suddenly the game had a very different feel to it. Cameroon were finding it difficult to deal with Neymar out wide, and Brazil were about to make them pay for it again.
Neymar surges forward once more. Hangs the cross up beautifully. Fred meets it on the volley. Brazil restore the lead in style.
Cameroon had already seen this pattern once before. Neymar finding space out wide, defenders scrambling to catch up, and Brazil moving the ball with purpose. This time the cross was inch perfect and Fred provided the finish.
Strong challenge from Alex Song. Eto'o takes the shot wide of the target. Fernandinho is still down here.
Fernandinho's injury was more significant than it first appeared. Throughout this World Cup run, he had been one of Brazil's few true defensive midfielders, providing balance behind the attacking talent. His replacement, Paulinho, brought energy and attacking quality, but it meant Brazil would now have to finish the game with a far more offensive midfield. Against most teams, Brazil could probably live with that risk, but with Samuel Eto'o still lurking up front, losing one of their main defensive shields was far from ideal. The danger wasn't over, not while Eto'o was still out there.
Eto'o rises highest. Goal for Cameroon. The veteran striker delivers when his team needed him most.
The warning signs had been there. Give a striker like Samuel Eto'o one clear sight of goal, and more often than not, he'll make you pay. Cameroon had fought their way back into the game, but Brazil still had Neymar pulling the strings.
Neymar drifting out to the right again. The fake shot sends the defender the wrong way. Cuts inside, slips it through for Hulk. Hulk scores. Brazil respond immediately.
The finish belonged to Hulk, but the move belonged to Neymar. One feint, one change of direction, and the entire defense was chasing shadows. The game was drifting towards the final whistle. Then Cameroon found one more moment.
Cameroon break forward here. Cross towards Eto'o. Cameroon pull one back.
It started with Eto'o winning the first ball, and ended with Eto'o putting the ball in the net. A reminder of exactly why he's one of Africa's greatest ever strikers.
And there's the final whistle. What a game we've witnessed. 6 goals, end-to-end football, and neither side could find the winner. Brazil and Cameroon share the points after a thrilling contest.
For the first time in the tournament, Brazil had been held. Their attack was as entertaining as ever, but Cameroon refused to go away, led by a vintage Samuel Eto'o performance. Subscribe and stay tuned for part 2, where Brazil's road to World Cup glory enters the knockout stages. Until next time, the story continues.